What's up, good vibes adrings? Thank you very much for clicking this video. Respect to yourself, man, for that. You are a wonderful soul. A wonderful soul indeed. You see here, we believe in spreading love. And not just love. Peace also, forgiveness, honesty, unity. Because we believe those are the key roles in uniting humans across the whole world. And it's a help wonderful soul of reacting together with me. These videos that we shall see here, you see there are a lot of videos. But all we are seeing, trying to understand how humans live and think in different parts of the world so that we can unite. Straight out of Africa, I'm your good vibes host, Y311H. Y311H, man, with lots of good vibes. Hit the like button, watch till the end, and leave your comments. Big up to everybody, man. You're all out. Let's dive in. Good vibes all the way.
Remember, remember, remember. This is what you need to remember. It doesn't matter what happens. It only matters what you do with what happens. That's the key. That's the secret. But when you find yourself in a puzzle, in a conundrum, when you feel like you have forgotten, just go back to the 7 neutral needs. Let's see. I'm still breathing. I'm doing pretty good. I've got number 1 on the checklist checked off. Got that down pat. I need some water. Oh, all right, I might be a little thirsty, might be a little dehydrated. All right, glug, glug, glug. Check that off your list. I need to get some sleep. I'm feeling really tired. Why am I tired? I'm exhausted because I've been trying to be someone I'm not, which is the most tiring thing you can do.
Oh, wow, good vibes adrings. Listen down. This is the serious or serious stuff. Research flat earth. Oh my god, this is crazy stuff. Look at this. Oh, this star looks like this from a good zooming angle. And you wonder what's up with the lines there. You see, I thought stars were star shaped. Now I'm surprised the stars are circular shaped with lines and how does they work? But pretty makes a lot of sense. Good adrings. What do you think about that? And this cow shows off her baby to the owner. Good vibes. This animal here decided to take their baby to their owner so that their owner can be just happy and see that the cow has been blessed with a newborn. You see? And it's good vibes. You see, the owner of this animal must have treated this animal well with lots of love so that this animal can even want to show them the fruits that they brought to this world. You see? And this goose here recognized their owner and immediately ran over. You see, these animals are just incredible. And they understand love, always. And when you love them, they'll never forget. Like this one here, you can see the way it has come, it is happy, it is even smiling. This is good vibes. And in another place, this mother cat here turned back to her kitten after she had her kitten calling. Oh, these ones are very beautiful, eh? Oh, they just look awesome. Good people of Earth, do you have pets? Which one do you have?
So you think the moon you learned about is what's causing this eclipse? You sure about that? You sure that that moon that's supposedly 2,000 miles wide is only casting a 70-mile shadow on the United States? And that the moon is really this big and somehow casting a smaller shadow on the Earth? Because anytime I've ever seen a shadow, it's always bigger than the object it's being cast from, or close to the same size, but never smaller. Perhaps that moon that you think is 240,000 miles away is really much closer and much smaller and just circling around us just like the sun. And at a certain point, they overlap. And maybe the sun and the moon are actually the same size, and it's not just some crazy coincidence that the sun is 400 times farther away and 400 times bigger to match up perfectly. But maybe, just maybe, you like believing. It's easier. People like the easy thing. No one wants to put the time in and do the difficult thing and spend time actually learning and gaining knowledge. Why not take the easy way out? It's what society does these days. But not this guy. I choose to take the tough road. Why don't you? Because the tough road, it's what makes you stronger. And stronger, it's good for everybody. But I'm just teasing anyway. Of course, take the easy way out. Why wouldn't you? That's what I do all the time. Easy, easy, easy. Always here just to make you laugh. Fun, fun, fun. Here to entertain. I don't really believe any of this stuff anyway. And if you want more fun and entertainment, download the Flat Earth Clock app. Use my code FITFLAT when you're signing up. Doesn't get me anything, just lets people know that I'm spreading the word.
Oh man, please leave your thoughts on that wonderful drink.
Ese es el platillo volador. Que tiene una forma, ¿no? Mira, mírelo cómo es de bien hecho. Tiene tal cual la figura de un platillo volador. Mira dónde está enterrado. Ahí lo vino a descubrir la tierra. Miren todo lo que puede dar dentro de la tierra.
Huh. What do you think that was a spaceship? A book from the time of the pharaohs. And this is how it looked like. Oh, you mean those guys also had books like this one? So, why would they draw stuff like this on this book? Oh, all those people they were drawn. Wait a minute. Which animal is that? Oh, what is going on here? This is some creepy type of drawing on this book. What type of knowledge are these guys trying to share? Huh? Or store in these books? Makes you wonder, man. Good people of Earth watching from maybe Egypt or anywhere you are watching from and know this stuff. Why don't you leave some comment there and help us understand what these drawings might be illustrating or trying to mean, you see? Because they look pretty creepy, wonderful, doesn't it? Huh? And it's hard to understand them. Look at this one. Oh. If this one is from the time of the pharaohs, how comes the colors in this book are still intact and they look as new? Oh. What type of stuff would they use?
Sumerians observe and record the impact of an asteroid over 5,000 years ago? This circular stone-cast tablet was recovered from the 650 BC underground library of King Ashurbanipal in Nineveh, Iraq in the late 19th century. Long thought to be an Assyrian tablet, computer analysis has matched it with the sky above Mesopotamia in 3300 BC. And proves it to be of much more ancient Sumerian origin. The tablet is an astrolabe, the earliest known astronomical instrument. It consists of a segmented, disc-shaped star chart with marked units of angle measure inscribed upon the rim. For over a century and a half, the tablet, known as the planisphere, has puzzled scholars. Its significance was unlocked when authors Alan Bond and Mark Hempsel reinterpreted the cuneiform text, suggesting it documented the Khufu's impact. This event, which resulted in a massive landslide in Austria without leaving a typical impact crater, had long baffled geologists and astronomers alike. The planisphere tablet, with its intricate drawings of constellations and celestial notations, serves as a testament to the advanced observational skills of the Sumerians. Using modern computer simulations, researchers have reconstructed the night sky as it appeared over Mesopotamia on the eve of the impact, revealing the meticulous records kept by Sumerian astronomers of an object large enough to be noted in detail as it hurtled towards Earth. The trajectory and size of the asteroid, as recorded on the tablet, align with the geological evidence found at Khufu's. The asteroid's low-angle approach and subsequent explosion over the Austrian Alps explain the absence of a crater and the extensive landslide that puzzled scientists for centuries. The impact's repercussions would have extended far beyond the immediate blast zone, with the potential to ignite fires and cause widespread devastation across the Mediterranean region.
What? That's quite some... that's some interesting story there. Crazy stuff, man. And this is... some ancient ruins, or what do you think this is? Because look at this stuff here. Looks like some building that collapsed or something like that. Or some building that was destroyed. Huh. This is creepy, man. Why would people destroy some building like this one that looks like it was beautiful? Because look at this stuff. Oh, those pillars look like some that you had seen in some episodes there, saying that they were shaped maybe according to frequency of stuff.
In any
What?
place where you have a speaker, a singer, a performer, a movie, that's why they have these cineplexes going on now, not only to save money, but to get you corralled under one dome. And once you do that, you have a brain that has 2 lobes, 5 divisions. You have your left brain and your right brain. One is called logical, the other is called rational. Actually irrational, because the right brain is like a 5-story building, a block square, and the left brain's like a Quonset hut. You've got the left brain controlling a 5-story building with everything you can think of in it, and this is where we give most of our attention to the so-called logical brain. So once the logical brain, which supposedly differentiates and teaches you right from wrong, makes you use logic and governorship by logic, once the left brain is occupied, logically looking at, singing, dancing, whatever it is, and getting your attention, the right brain can be easily accessed. When the right brain can be easily accessed, interesting things happen. The right brain believes anything that it hears in your tenor of voice, your modulation of voice, your volume of voice, everything about your vibration. Anytime it hears it, it believes it. Under hypnosis, you deaden the left brain, the logical reasoning conspiracy brain, and you open up the right brain. Drugs can do it, but a simple thing like using the spoken word can now do it too. Because in many of these places, they are wired for sound that you do not hear. They're wired to work on a frequency that the left brain doesn't pick up, but the right brain does. I have a workshop, and that's the way I got through school so fast people couldn't understand. In fact, they accused me of cheating. I didn't have to cheat because the Creator had already cheated for me. I found out an easy way to access the right brain, which forgets nothing, and how to tag it, call it up when I need it. It's still doing it, but now it's doing it without your control. The key is to be able to control the genie, the jinn, the wonderful spiritual inside you that begs for freedom and gets locked up. Your right brain can do just about anything you imagine because it is your key to spirit, mind, and soul. Through the pineal gland and the king's chamber and the lower queen's chamber, which is nothing but the hypothalamus of the 2 biggest organs and glands in your body that separates you from the beast and everything else, and they deaden it. So once you're occupied with the left brain, they can now send down a high frequency signal to your right brain. You won't even it's been implanted, and you'll carry out every instruction that it gives you because your governor is off. Your modulator is gone. And then they tell you to forget that it was gone if you remember to forget. Huh? I love playing with you because they already are. I do it with love. They do it with malice, aforethought, and hate, and envy. Worse than that, they envy you. You don't even know why you're envying, but you are. Anything that speeds up 6 times over and becomes a blur is what your right brain hears. Anything below that is what your left brain, logical brain hears, and your right brain just goes to sleep and say, well, it's another foolish day. Another day I can sleep because the people ain't ready. They're not operating on a vibration fast enough. Well, in spite and despite of you, the planet is now going to operate on a frequency that's fast enough. And if you don't catch up, you're going to die. You're going to die anyway. But you'll die faster if you can't keep in synchronous, in harmony, in vibrational, rational with the planet. Your planet is speeding up its vibrational rate. It's creating a magnetic field. Magnetism is for the spiritual people. It's for people with souls. It's what our planet used to have before the moon was put here, before all the Dracons came here and tried to make it part of their galaxy and tried to create humanoids, succeeded in one, failed in the other, but they're still trying. I just told you a lot right there. I don't know how many of you heard me, but I tried. At this time, there's a battle between the draconic forces called snake people, alligator people, reptile people, whatever you want to call them, that are egg-born, have no souls, and the soul womb-borns who are just beginning to find out how you fought the battle and licked them before, but now they're licking you, and you know what they're licking you in. Because it's a time when you're going backwards instead of forwards. And as you try to awaken, they put more stress on you. Reverse mortgages, subprime loans, bills sending twice a month to you, taxes overtaxing, depleted uranium, shots, vaccines. Here comes the next flu. Here comes the next epidemic. Here's something going to fall on your head from space. Anything to keep you so stressed out that you cannot take time to meditate and to think. Anything to make you think that material things are the only thing you have in life when you were born here to learn that the spiritual value is what you really must come back to.
Oh man, so you say always vibrate with good vibes, you see, with the RAM, and that way we can be
Sent
great.
a drone up to where a suspect Bigfoot was filmed running up a steep mountainside near one of the high elevation Wasatch Front mountain peaks. A helicopter pilot flew over the Wasatch Front mountain range looking for evidence right after watching the video, not saying that was a Bigfoot running in an uphill direction on a very steep mountainside in deep snowpack that is windswept and iced over most of the day, nor am I saying that these giant footprints in this large trackway is Bigfoot. However, this trackway is consistent with most credible Bigfoot trackways when the creature is running or moving at a brisk pace. These brisk pace trackways usually have long strides and the footprints are directly in front of each other as if the creature is walking a tightrope. Perhaps one or both of these pieces of video evidence is just a coincidence, or one or both is actual evidence of this rare, elusive giant.
Why are we always chasing Bigfoot to record him? You see?
Check this out. Alexa, what's today's date?
18th of March, 2024 was on a Monday.
Alexa, have we experienced 2024 yet?
The year 2024 has not yet been experienced. A reference to the year 2024 can be found in the context of tornado damage in the Florida Panhandle on January 9, 2024, as reported by the National Weather Service.
Alexa, elaborate on that, please.
That's all I have on that.
Alexa, how can we be living in the year 2024 but we haven't experienced it yet?
Time is a relative concept, and the notion of living in the future can be interpreted differently depending on the point in time. For example, while 2024 seems far away now, it can be considered the future when viewed from a longer historical perspective.
I think Alexa's telling us something.
English people, you mean you have a machine that knows stuff?
I'm telling y'all, they always hide the truth in plain sight.
Sure is. Make a deal with me, kid. You can have the car and everything that goes along with it. So what do you say?
thinks that's a Freemason sign ring. And, wait a minute, that's obviously the devil.
Oh my god, that's some scary stuff for good people over here.
Most of the world has no idea that an ancient sacrificial system is about to be resurrected. The red heifer is ready for the purification of a priesthood that's been extinct for nearly 2,000 years. Ancient biblical prophecy is about to be fulfilled before our very eyes. The altar is ready. The priesthood is ready. The Temple Institute is ready. Believers and Jews all over the world are ready. Are you? Welcome to part 5 of things you probably haven't heard about the 2024 total solar eclipse. I hope you're sitting down. Let's get into it. The unblemished red heifer is going to be sacrificed soon, quite possibly this year. While every other sacrifice was made on the altar at the front of the tent of meeting, tabernacle, or temple, the unblemished red heifer had to be sacrificed outside of the camp. The sacrifice of the unblemished red heifer is required and commanded for the purification of the priesthood. As Passover and Feast of First Fruits approaches, remember that Yeshua sacrificed his life as the Passover lamb for the purification of his bride, who serves him as priests in his kingdom. In part 2 of this series, we learned about Melchizedek, the priest and king of Salem, who came and blessed Abram in the King's Valley. Salem was the first name of Jerusalem, and the King's Valley is now known as Kedron Valley. This is my favorite map of the King's Valley. Here is the Shiloach spring, known as the Pool of Siloam. According to the Temple Institute, it's Jerusalem's original source of water. The water was used by priests, pilgrims, and natives for thousands of years. In the Torah, the children of Israel are commanded to make pilgrimage to the temple 3 times per year to observe the feasts of the Lord. This spring was used to quench their thirst and nourish their caravan as they made their ascent to the temple. The Pool of Siloam also served as a mikvah, a cleansing ritual bath taken prior to ascending into the temple. Yeshua healed a man who had been blind since birth at the Pool of Siloam. The Pool of Siloam was actually destroyed in 70 AD along with the Second Temple during the First Jewish-Roman War. Over the years, soil from the surrounding hills came down with the rainfall, covering the pool completely until it was forgotten. For the first time in 2,000 years, the Pool of Siloam is being uncovered completely. Water from the Pool of Siloam is going to be mixed with the ashes of the unblemished red heifer in the upcoming sacrifice and purification ritual. The same water used by Yeshua the Messiah to heal a blind man is going to be used to purify a priesthood blind to who he is. But where's this red heifer sacrifice and purification ritual actually taking place? The Mount of Olives, located here, is one of the most famous places in the world. This is where Yeshua the Messiah ascended into heaven 40 days after his resurrection. According to the 14th chapter of the book of Zechariah, the Lord will gather all nations against Jerusalem. The city will be captured, houses will be plundered, women will be ravished, and half of the city will be exiled. Then the Lord is going to go forth and fight against those nations. In that day, Yeshua's feet will stand on the Mount of Olives. The Mount of Olives will split down the middle from east to west, so that half of the mountain moves north and the other half moves south. That sounds like a pretty big earthquake. More on that later. The Mount of Olives actually contains the Garden of Gethsemane. This is where Yeshua was weeping and praying and sweating blood following the Passover Seder, also known as the Last Supper. After Yeshua finished praying, he found his disciples asleep, This is when the guards of the priesthood arrived, kidnapping him in the middle of the night on the order of Caiaphas, the high priest. Soon, an unblemished red heifer is going to be sacrificed on the Mount of Olives on privately owned land overlooking the Temple Mount, just above where Yeshua was kidnapped and taken to be crucified the next day. But which priest is doing the sacrifice? Moshe ben Maimon, commonly referred to as Maimonides and lovingly referred to as the Rambam, was a Sephardic rabbi and philosopher. He became one of the most influential Torah scholars of the Middle Ages. According to the Temple Institute, Maimonides ended his commentary to the Mishnah with this statement, "And the 10th red heifer will be accomplished by the King, the Messiah. May he be revealed speedily. Amen. May it be God's will." There's been a total of 9 red heifer sacrifices since the commandment was first given to Moses. Moses accomplished the first. The 10th is coming up next. And according to Maimonides, one of the most famous and well-respected rabbis to have ever lived, it's going to be accomplished by the King, the Messiah. When is the 10th and final red heifer sacrifice going to take place? I'll tell you what I think, but you have to come back for part 6. Until next time, bye!
Oh, that's some quite interesting and creepy stories.
They now have magnetic chicken inside the stores. I can't make this up, bro. So this lady went inside the store and she grabbed a magnet and she just tested her chicken on some great value chicken inside of Wally World. And guess what? It's magnetic. But I can't make this up, boy. When have y'all ever known chicken to be magnetic? And we already know that magnets stick to metal, so what metal particles are inside the chicken? I'm just asking. Don't y'all find that, like, interesting? That somehow, some way, that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now there's chicken that's magnetic. Which makes you think, what kind of metal particles are inside of the chicken to turn the chicken magnetic, where the magnet sticks to the chicken? Yeah, gang. Let me know what y'all think about this magnetic chicken in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Share to somebody that don't know and follow me on YouTube if you want that exclusive content.
English people, what are you feeding your chicken? I'm surprised. Oh, look at this one. Hey, this is a bull from another place that has what looks like 3 eyes and 3 horns. How is that possible? Oh, and this good vibes cat here has decided to post with their friends.
You must sacrifice someone to manifest. The universe will never give you something from nothing. That's not how it works. Nothing can only ever produce nothing. In order for you to receive something, you must give something up. And to say in another way, the universe don't give out no free lunches. Now, exchange is the basis of the universe. And like I said, in order for you to manifest, somebody must be sacrificed. And I don't mean you must go kill somebody. The person that must be sacrificed is who you currently are. You must sacrifice the way that you see the world, your thought patterns, what you react to, what you give your attention to, and most importantly, who you believe yourself to be. Once you sacrifice this version of you, you then allow the universe to exchange the version of the true reality that you want to step into. So, go sacrifice.
Hey, at first I had misunderstood that, but it's good vibes. You see? 3 moons.
This is crazy. Get your camera zoom in. It ain't zooming in no more with the video. It can zoom in further with the camera, but I wanted to have it on video. Is that 3 moons or is there some planets under it?
Hey, what is that now? Are those many moons or what? Just a collection of dead fairies. Wait. Hey, good people of Earth. Hey, look at these ones. Do you mean this stuff are real skeletons or these ones are made up? Oh, they look scary, man. Do you mean there is more other things or stuff like fairies really exist? Wait, how is this even possible? Hey, you see, these are things I used to think they only exist in fiction and in books and in. Hey, you mean this stuff are really good people of Earth? From what you are seeing here, do you think these are real skeletons or is some fake stuff? Eh? Oh, anyway, I don't know. And thanks for watching up to this far, wonderful source. You are loved and respected. You see, there was a lot of surprising stuff there. Like that one with the fairies there. Hey, see, those are stuff myself I've never had an encounter with. I only hear them as stories my grandmother used to tell me. But I'm surprised it's like they exist. Please leave your comments if you know anything about them, you see? And hit the like button. You see, good vibes people there have been doing great. Hitting the like button there and leaving comments. And today I have a list here. Let me check on my list. I have a list. Where is the list? Where is the list? Here is the list. And I have some few people here I want to big up today. You see, those guys, these are just among many people that have been doing some great work there. You see, and in case you don't hear your name, just know you're still loved and respected. And stick around, maybe soon your name will start in the big up section. You see, and hit the super thanks also. Big up to some good vibes person there known as Andy Stewart. Big up and much love to yourself, man. And to the one person there called at Jen A. Jen A, that one is a subscriber that came the other day and is good vibes, man. You see, you're loved and respected. At George Jr., you see that one always leaves comments there, even if they leave some emojis, many emojis, and it's good vibes. They are loved and respected. There's also some guy there with some good vibes, adding beautiful soul called that Gina DMC. Good vibes, Gina, man. From wherever you're watching from, leaving comments there is always incredible and motivating. May God bless you there, you see, with Josie and at Christy Hatches. Josie is wonderful, man. Your family, everybody is family, and Josie has been doing great. You see, much love to yourself. You have been always leaving comments there. It is good vibes. But there was one of us called MJ Stinson. That person was good vibes. He started with them the journey some time back. But it's like they've been lacking behind and they don't know what's up. Where did those guys go? You see, you should check on them if you can, and if they are still watching there, leave some comment in Stinson. Say hi from wherever you are, you see. Among other guys, even at Ramasu. At Ramasu has long stories there which you guys should read and tell us what you think about them, you see. And also at Morikori, at Kanani. You guys, all of you, man, you're all loved and respected. Thank you all, the Good Vibes family. It's always great to be with you here, you see. Always spread love from wherever you are. Peace and love, man. Good vibes. See you next time. Bye bye. We are out.